What is that? How could they carve this animal 1,000 years ago in an ancient temple? Look carefully. It looks like a boar or a pig, but it has a hump on its back, almost like a bison. Pigs don't have humps on their backs, but look at the spines or bristles all over, like a porcupine. The sculptor has clearly marked them as the most important feature, and today's pigs and boars don't have such large spikes or bristles. But there is a species of pig called the hell pig, also known as the entelodont. If you see the pictures of this hell pig, you can see that it has a hump and it has large bristles on its back. But there is one problem. This species is now extinct. So how did they carve this 1,000 years ago? Was the hell pig roaming our planet 1,000 years ago? No. Experts say this species became extinct at least 16 million years ago. How could sculptors who lived 1,000 years ago carve an animal that became extinct 16 million years ago? Is it really the hell pig, or is it something else? But there is one important feature that is clearly shown on its face. You see this? This is a tusk, but here you see this bulge? This is called a flange, and sculptors have clearly carved this. And this is exactly what we find in the extinct species of entelodont. A flange, a bony projection from the jaw. And they also had tusks, just like what we see in the carving. You can compare this with any other boar or warthog species today. They don't have flanges, or their tusks are too small or don't exist. Perhaps the sculptor made a mistake while carving, right? We can't use exceptions as examples, right? No. Right next to it, you can see another carving of the same animal. It looks exactly the same, the hump and the bristles on the back. So what you see is not a mistake. If it is a mistake, it would not have been repeated here too. So it's clear that they carved the prehistoric species of hell pig or entelodont in this temple. There should be no doubt about it. But how could sculptors carve this accurately 1,000 years ago without seeing this animal? Because according to experts, they became extinct 16 million years ago. Is it possible that these animals were not extinct 1,000 years ago? Is it possible that sculptors who lived 1,000 years ago saw these hell pigs roaming around and carved what they saw? Yes, it is possible. But what is the other possibility? Is it possible that this temple was built much, much earlier in time? Was this temple built many, many thousands of years ago during prehistoric times? Why do we repeatedly see prehistoric animals in ancient Hindu and Buddhist temples? In my channel, I've shown you many such findings. What about this smilodon or saber-toothed tiger carved in this ancient temple? This became extinct 10,000 years ago when humans were supposedly living as hunter-gatherers and were using primitive stone tools. But it gets better. How about this dinosaur carving found in another ancient temple? This is clearly a stegosaurus. There should be no doubt about this. If you look at the experts' recreation of the stegosaurus and this carving side by side, it's an accurate match. And archaeologists confirm it's not a hoax. They agree that it was in fact carved by ancient builders. Yet, this type of dinosaur became extinct 145 million years ago. Yes, 145 million years ago. All experts agree that humans or even distant human ancestors with reasonable intelligence did not exist 145 million years ago. So according to them, it should be unthinkable to even consider the coexistence of humans and dinosaurs. Yet, I've personally touched and felt the dinosaur carvings, not just in one temple, but in many temples. Yes, this is another dinosaur carved in an ancient temple of India. Is that a T-Rex? Look at its size. This reptile is bigger than the elephant. Today, we do not have any reptiles taller than elephants, yet it is clearly carved in an ancient temple, even though the T-Rex became extinct 66 million years ago. If you still don't believe me, what about this four-tusked elephant found in another ancient temple? Experts used to claim these four-tusked elephants, known as gomphotheres, became extinct 2 million years ago. Until the last year, this was the claim. Now you can see that they've changed their opinion. Science keeps changing. Now they claim these four-tusked elephants existed until 12,000 years ago. But even if this current claim is true, does that mean this temple was built 12,000 years ago? And more importantly, since new evidences change scientific beliefs, will they find new fossil evidence of these hell pigs and claim these animals existed 1,000 years ago? Or is it possible that the dates we read in history books are wrong and the Phimai temple was built during a much older era? After all, most of the structures are not dated using radiocarbon dating techniques. The dates are based on matching the architectural style with existing temples. But the Phimai temple's history is shrouded in mystery. This temple should have been recognized as a spiritual wonder of Thailand. Why? Why should the Phimai temple be recognized as a spiritual wonder? Because why do locals call this temple Phimai? What is the meaning of Phimai? Today, nobody knows the answer to this question, but the answer lies in ancient inscriptions found in the city itself. Inscriptions call this temple Vimaya. Yes, the original name of this temple is Vimaya, and it has been slowly modified into Phimai by locals. But what's the meaning of Vimaya? The word Vimaya comes from ancient Sanskrit. It means devoid of Maya or illusion. Vimaya means a state of mind which is free of any Maya or illusion. In short, this is the enlightened state of mind, completely at peace, free of any worries. And this temple, Vimaya, was the spiritual temple that enlightened the mind of seekers of spirituality. See, why do most people go to a place of worship? Whether it's a temple, church, or a mosque, we want to be free of all worries. Humans understand they have irrational fears, neurosis, obsessions, and psychosis. We understand that worrying about the future is of no use, yet we are anxious about our future. We understand that replaying the past over and over is pointless, yet we obsess about the past. We would like to live in the present and be free of all these miseries. And all these past problems and future worries are mere illusions. They are Maya, and we want to be free of these illusions. This is why spiritual seekers travel around the world, visiting various sites of worship. And this Vimaya temple provided that during ancient times, it must have been the spiritual capital of Thailand. This is why the entire ancient city was called Vimaya, which means the city of Vimaya temple. But how? How did it lead visitors to the path of enlightenment? In a previous video, we already saw the Kundalini connection of the Nagas, how the 7 chakras in your body are depicted on the 7 chakras of the Naga, and how we can awaken our spirituality by awakening the sleeping snake in your spine. This is why we see the 3 coils, 5 circles, 7 heads, a series of prime numbers in the main chamber. But when was this temple built? Was it built just 1,000 years ago? Or did an ancient civilization exist during much earlier times when prehistoric animals roamed our planet? Was the Vimaya temple or Phimai temple built to make us wonder about time itself? Was it built to remove the veil of illusion and help us reach enlightenment? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I am Praveen Mohan. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.